Hey guys, so this is part 2 on how to heal a wrist sprain on the inside. Just to recap, I was talking about how there's a piece of cartilage here, a little disc that can get a little bit compressed and torn if you fall on it or something funny like that. So first I showed you the basic exercises you can do, basically just moving the wrist around. Many of you might be beyond that level, so I'm going to show you something you can do to get yourself to the next level. This is especially if you're one of those people who can bend the wrist all the way and you don't really have any pain, and maybe the pain only comes on if you're gripping something hard or if you're actually bearing weight on that hand, like doing a push-up. So these are some things you can do just to take it to the next level. And you can do this with weight. You can use a dumbbell, but I'm going to show with a TheraBand here. Basically all you have to do is you take one of these TheraBands, grab one that's a good intensity for you, and we're going to do similar motions, but we're going to have this TheraBand pushing against you. So I'm going to give you 6 different exercises for you to do. The first one is you're going to pull down while you hook it over top of your hand like this. You're going to pull down here, and I'm going to show this angle here so you guys can see. So my other hand is pulling down. Get a bit of stretch here. And what you're going to do after that, and I'm actually going to put it on my lap, is you're going to curl it up like this. So similar to that motion I was showing before where you move your hand up like that, you're going to do the exact same thing just with the band pushing against you. And as a quick rule of thumb for all these rehab exercises, I encourage you to go slowly. Count at least 1 second on the way up and 1 second on the way down. Don't jerk it like this because you can screw some things up a little more. So do that one, and once again, once you're getting into the more strength building zone, I would do 3 sets of 10 a day, and I wouldn't go too much further beyond that. Then the other thing you can do is going the other way. So in the case of the band, what you're actually going to do is you're going to take this band and you're going to hold it with the other hand over top, and then I'm going to have my hand here going pinky down, and it's going to hook onto the back of my knuckles here. So once I have that, I can grip around, and at that point I'm going to proceed to do, so pulling up on this end here. Let me actually just roll back my camera a little bit. I'm going to pull up here, and then this other half is going to go down. So let me choke that out a little bit. I'm going to hold on here, and then this is going to go down like that. This one might be a little more challenging, but really good to build the strength of all the muscles around, because that's really what you want to do there, and that'll just help everything recover quicker with the cartilage disc in there. So you do that. You want to make sure your motion is slow and controlled, and once again 3 sets of 10. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to go into bending the wrist forward. So if you notice, it's very similar to what I was doing before with the wrists moving around, except you're just going to pull down with this. So you put it on the palm of your hand, you bunch the 2 pieces up like this, grab around here, pull it down, and then you grip with the hand here. And then from this point, all you have to do is just wrist curl up. Just like that there. And keep this exact pace. Stick with the 3 sets of 10 with this. You can go up to 15 if it feels comfortable to do so, but I'd argue if you can do that many, then it's best to just increase the weight or use a more difficult band. That's the next one. And then we got this one, which is going the other way. So this, I'm actually going to turn my hand this way, and I'm going to hold on the opposite direction. So if you look here, I'm gripping my whole hand around, holding it here, then the other hand is holding onto the 2 pieces here, and then I'm going to move my hand up and down. This one, you might actually want to have a little less pressure. You might want to take it off a little bit, because the muscles going this way are a little weaker than the ones going the other way like that. But you're going to do this one here, following the exact same rules I mentioned before. And this should help build the muscles in the back of the arm there. and strengthen everything back here too. So those are 4 of them. Then we got 2 other ones we're going to do as well. And for these, I find it's best to, this is the one where we're trying to roll up and down like this. The first one, you're going to hold on to a band. Just need to hold on to it like this. You can hook your thumb around if you want, or you can hold it this way. If you don't have any thumb pain, you're okay to do it this way, but just hold on to it here. Get some tension on the other end. You can grab it a little closer if you want to make it harder. And then from that point, what you're going to do is you're going to start with your knuckle down, and then you're going to roll all the way back and then come back slowly. And roll and back slowly. Just like that. These ones, the ones where you're rolling the wrist, you got to be a little more careful of. They might hurt you a bit more, so keep an eye on the pain with this one. I still like that 5 out of 10 rule. If it doesn't bring it past that, you should be good. But do that one as well. And once again, 3 sets of 10. The last one we're going to do is you hold on this way, and you're going to still stretch like that, but you're keeping it here, only instead you're going to roll the other way. Actually, scratch that one. I prefer to do it this way. What you're going to do here is you're going to cross your arms over like this. So my other arm is going to go over top of my arm that has the injury in it. And then from that point, I'm going to pull here, get a bit of tension on it, and then I'm going to spin my hand like that and slowly go back. Often this is the most painful movement, so this is one where I'd advise you be really careful. And another thing too, and I didn't really mention this, but you want to make sure that when you turn your wrist that it's not flopping around too much. You want to make sure the wrist is nice and tight as it rotates. So it should rotate like that, not like this. You want it to come from entirely from the forearm and not from the wrist bending around at all. So I want to make sure I have a straight line going this way. I pull onto it like that, and I rotate the wrist back and forth like that. And those are the 6 exercises. So I encourage you to do these. This is often good if you didn't just sprain it, if it's not swollen, usually when you're about a month out. Really good exercises to do, and if you do these regularly, I guarantee you it'll make your wrist pain at least go down, perhaps go away completely. And I'll make one more video on what you can do to tape it if you do feel the pain is out of control and you want to be able to do your day-to-day activities the right way. So stay tuned.